Okay, so welcome class to week 4, and now we are moving into a history and a religion that has more application to many of my students due to the cultural, to its influence on Western civilization, which is ancient Israel. And I say this in my lectures, but I want to reiterate that modern Israel and ancient Israel are really two different topics. They are more connected. I mean, they are naturally connected in ways that you wouldn't surprise you, but they're not connected in a lot of ways that would surprise you. And I'm really always against the idea of folks studying the ancient Israel topic and then putting that into the modern Israel-Palestinian conflict without knowledge about developments that led to the current modern conflict, the modern state that is argued by historians as to what its real relationship is to ancient Israel. So I just want to make that clear. It's a subject that I really enjoy talking about. We're not going to really cover that in this class, but it's in my 107 class. But if you are interested in that, then you can call me up and I will gladly talk about that and try to be as just fair and balanced in my presentation to you as possible on the topic. But I just want to make that little caveat there. So another point that I want to make, again, which I also put in my lectures, is that this section will be interesting to religious Christians, but it will also be it might feel a little bit attacky, in the sense that the very fact of questioning the literal history of the Bible feels very offensive to people, and I get it. I do, in my lectures, kind of clarify some points on that, but I just again want to say something. I remind my students that no one's required to believe in the things that I'm saying. You're learning about how historians understand certain events in a way that may be different than how you learn it theologically. Okay? So, just understand that. And also be aware that some people believe in spiritual texts, or read that texts are God inspired, and don't feel that they necessarily have to be literal history, and so it doesn't make a conflict. It doesn't feel attacked like they're being attacked now. But everybody has different levels of handling these topics, and I just want to be sensitive to that. But I want you to be aware also that again, as you've seen in this entire class, this is a very consistent approach to all our topics. And as I said in my first lecture, that historians are going to teach something different than you're going to learn about it from a theological perspective. Okay, so now keep that in mind. And so when I have the discussion, you'll notice I said I don't want to hear your opinion. I'm asking you to tell the biblical story versus what historians say. I mean, I really don't mind if you say what you believe, but I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't turn into a debate about beliefs. I'm trying to educate you guys on what historians can conceive of what actually happens from archaeology and linguistics next to stories that are written, and not just about ancient Israel. Okay, you feel me on that? Okay, so if there's any question on that, let me know. Hopefully, if you take it from that approach, no matter where you're at in terms of your own personal beliefs, this should be enriching to you, and not some sort of feeling that you're now being required to compromise your own belief system. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear. I'm happy with the work that's going on. My one problem I'm having is that many students are having issues with the computer program or with some things in this class, and are not telling me until now after we're going several weeks in and they're getting behind. Now, I'm not mad about that. It's just a problem for you, okay? We're at a point now where if you're getting behind, you have time to catch up. But if you are struggling with things and then you bring this up to me in another 2 weeks after more work's piled on, even if I let you turn in late work, this just might become just too overwhelming for you to do. So I make myself approachable. You need to take advantage of that. Don't feel stupid about anything or embarrassed. Just contact me and let's just fix whatever issues going on, and then we'll move forward, okay? So that's all I have to say for now, and we'll be in contact as needed. Have a great week.